My name was Dayna, the daughter of a bankrupt family. 3 hours ago, I was yanked into a car by a kidnapper, along with my husband's mistress, Madison. On the way, the car suddenly malfunctioned, and the three of us were about to die together. Get ready to jump! The door beside me was locked from the driver's seat, so I opened the door next to Madison instead.
No! What do you think you're doing? Dayna, if anything happens to me, Declan will never let you get away with it. Shut up! If you don't jump now, we're going to die!
In the end, she jumped. The moment I leaped out of the car, it exploded. I was thrown to the ground by the blast, my entire body aching as if torn apart. Then I heard the roar of an engine. It was Declan.
Declan?
He didn't even glance my way. He walked right past me and pulled Madison into his arms. And just because of something Madison said, he suspected that I had orchestrated the kidnapping myself.
How could you be so vicious? Why did you send someone to kidnap Madison? Just because she saved my life and I treat her well? I regret marrying you.
No! The one who saved you 3 years ago wasn't her! It was me!
He didn't believe me at all. He left me there and walked away with Madison. 3 years of marriage, and he had completely taken over the bankrupt Murray group. I was left with nothing. Overwhelmed with regret, I finally lost consciousness completely. Unbeknownst to me, the man in the wheelchair, the one I owed a lot, was slowly approaching. When I woke up in the hospital and saw the man who had saved me, I was absolutely terrified. Kristopher Hudson, head of the Hudson Group, the most powerful man in Arkmily. He sat there in his wheelchair, like a sculpture devoid of warmth. I once sabotaged one of his major projects for Declan's sake. As a result, he left Arkmily and fled overseas.
Afraid now? You had no fear when you plotted against me for the foster group. Interesting how that bravery seems to vanish now.
Why did you save me?
Lucky for you, I was just passing by. I just did what anyone would do.
Your legs?
You going to laugh at me now?
No. His legs were paralyzed. That was why he had disappeared 3 years ago. Mr. Hudson, why don't we make a deal?
A deal? Dayna, what makes you think you have the right to bargain with me?
I was going to reclaim everything Declan took from me, and in all of Arkmily, there was only one man who could stand against the foster group. What if I told you I could help you walk again? I was a brilliant surgeon, a prodigy. That was something only my late mother ever knew. I crouched down and reached for his leg. I found the nerve points on his leg with precision. Pressed, massaged. A surge of feeling shot through his leg.
My leg, it has sensation?
I need you to help me. Take back the Murray group. He looked deep into my eyes.
That's not enough. Who's to say you won't stab me in the back again? I need an heir. I want you to divorce Declan and marry me.
I agreed. He gave me 3 days to end everything with the foster family. Happy to be working with you. And I'll make you believe this time I'm truly in it with you. The moment I stepped back into the foster villa, I heard Declan's voice.
Dayna, bring me a glass of water.
Your arms aren't broken. Do it yourself.
What's with the attitude? Dayna, get back here now. 3 seconds, or I'm filing for divorce!
Then let's go get it done.
Fine! You asked for it!
He slammed the agreement in front of me. It said I was the one at fault. No alimony. Nothing. I didn't even look at it. I picked up the pen and signed my name.
Are you serious, Dayna? All because I asked you to pour me a glass of water?
There was a flicker of panic on his face, but then his phone rang.
What? You found the Wraith physician? I'm on my way! Dayna, this divorce can still be undone. If you still want to be my wife, show up at the hospital by 8 tomorrow. Apologize to Maddie.
Declan left right after saying that, and there was no way I was going to apologize to Madison. Just then, My phone rang. It was my agent, Nell. She handled all communications and arrangements for those seeking my surgical expertise.
Huge case. They're tossing money like it's confetti. Millions. Are you in or not?
Is it Declan?
You're seriously my golden goose. Sharp as always.
Declan's mother has a heart condition. He'd been searching for a surgeon to operate on her. I once told him I could do it, but he didn't believe me at all. He could have hired the Wraith physician without spending a dime. Don't take his case. Trash like him doesn't deserve a second more of my time. I decided to let him go, and my love for him. I went upstairs to pack my things. The next day, I stood at the door with my suitcase. My phone screen was flooded with missed calls and threatening messages from Declan. I let out a sneer. I blocked his number without hesitation and deleted every trace of him. This home I'd lived in for 3 years held so many memories, but it had also brought me nothing but heartbreak. Goodbye, and good riddance. 3 days later, outside City Hall, Kristopher was already waiting for me. He wore a white shirt, with sunlight on his shoulders. Though in a wheelchair, he still looked like the king of this city.
Let's go.
In less than 10 minutes, Kristopher and I registered our marriage. The most dangerous man in the world became my husband.
Now that you're my wife, don't think of divorce or your ex. From now on, I'll protect you. You won't suffer again.
I was stunned. Declan had never said anything like that to me, and yet here I was, hearing it from Kristopher. I told myself, this is just a partnership. Don't read too much into it. On the way home, I pulled out my phone and started scrolling, trying to distract myself. The man beside me had a faint smile on his lips. It seemed he was in a good mood. Just then, Nell called. I rejected the call almost immediately, but he caught a glimpse of the number on the screen. He paused, taken aback.
You know Nil, the agent of the Wraith physician, the surgical prodigy?
Who's that? I don't know her. He shot me a suspicious look. 3 days earlier, I had helped bring feeling back to his legs, and that only deepened his doubts.
You wouldn't happen to be the Wraith physician, would you?
As I started to panic, his assistant called.
Mr. Hudson, something's wrong. Miss Hudson collapsed from a heart attack. She's been rushed to the hospital.
Get me there. Now!
That was when I learned that Kristopher's younger sister, Evelyn Hudson, had a congenital heart defect. It was the first time I had ever seen anxiety. On his usually cold face. When we got to the hospital, his assistant and mother were already there.
Mom, Evelyn's been on her medication. How could this happen?
I don't know. She was just reading, and then she collapsed.
She suffered a severe heart attack. She could go into cardiac arrest at any moment. There's nothing more we can do. At this point, only the Wraith physician can help her.
I'll have someone make the call right now.
He turned around, saw I was gone, and gave a bitter, self-mocking laugh.
Just as I thought. To her, this is nothing but a transaction. She couldn't care less about my family.
Coldly, he told his assistant to get in touch with the Wraith physician. He had it all wrong. The reason I left was precisely because I knew how critical his sister's condition was. Every second lost could be fatal. I contacted the hospital director directly and had him coordinate with Kristopher. Meanwhile, I headed to the changing room to get ready for the surgery. But what I didn't expect was that Declan and Madison were also at this hospital.
Dayna! You've got the nerve to show up in front of me?
I hadn't even made it to the changing room when Declan blocked my way.
I told you to apologize to Maddie at the hospital. Where have you been? Why didn't you answer my calls? Why did you block me?
Declan, Dayna loves you so much. She must have her reasons for doing this. Madison pretended to defend me, but everything she said was designed to make Declan even angrier at me.
What reasons could she possibly have? Dayna, you refused to apologize to Madison. First, you threatened divorce. Then you block me. You think pulling all that will make me give in?
He grabbed my wrist. His grip so tight it felt like he was trying to crush my bones. Evelyn was dying in that operating room. I didn't have time for this. I have something critical to handle right now. Someone's life is at stake. I don't have time to argue with you. Let go of me!
You're going to treat someone? Spare me the lies, Dayna. You really expect me to believe you have medical skills?
He shoved me hard, and I hit the floor. The skin on my palm tore open. Blood seeped through. On the other side of the hallway, Kristopher was starting to lose his patience.
Mr. Hudson, the Wraith physician has agreed to perform the surgery. There's no need to worry.
My sister could die any moment. Where is the Wraith physician? I'll go get her myself.
She should have been here by now. Why isn't she here yet?
Just then, he heard people arguing around the corner. It was Declan and me.
What's going on over there?
The hospital director realized it was me. After keeping Kristopher calm, he came over to help.
Everyone, this is a hospital. Please keep your voices down. Miss Reed, there's nothing seriously wrong with you. You're free to be discharged now.
Director, my leg hurts. It might not have healed properly from last time.
Come on, let's get you checked out. Dayna, this isn't over. But you're lucky I'm too busy to deal with you today.
After Declan led Madison away,
Doctor, please come with me. Miss Hudson's condition is extremely critical.
I rushed into the changing room. I put on the surgical scrubs, the mask. I'd performed surgeries here before. To help me keep my identity hidden, the hospital had built a secret passage just for me. I slipped through the hidden door into the operating room. Eveline, don't die. I'm coming. After 2 hours, I completed the most difficult part of the surgery. You can handle the rest, the suturing and closing.
You can count on us.
I slipped out the quiet way I came in. I didn't want anyone to discover who I really was. But I didn't expect to run into Declan and Madison, who had come back. They both looked utterly stunned. They had heard on the way that the Wraith physician was performing surgery in the operating room, so they came back.
You dressed like that? Are you the Wraith physician?
Do you seriously believe someone like me could pretend to be someone as legendary as the Wraith physician?
Right. I also think Dayna couldn't possibly be the Wraith physician. But it's really suspicious that she's here. Could it be that she deliberately posed as the miracle doctor just to mislead us?
Dayna, I'm warning you. If you get in the way of the Wraith physician treating my family, you'll pay for it!
I couldn't take it anymore. I raised my hand and slapped Declan hard across the face. Then I kicked him in the shin. He dropped to his knees right there. You're the one who should stay away from me.
Dayna! Have you completely lost your mind?
Dayna, even if Declan said something appropriate, you shouldn't hit him!
I slapped her across the face. Declan was furious. He got up from the floor, grabbed my wrist, and was about to strike me. Just then, Kristopher showed up.
Don't you dare touch her.
He was sitting in his wheelchair, positioning himself in front of me like a shield.
If you dare to lay a hand on Dayna, you will have me to answer to.
Declan recognized Kristopher. He looked confused and wary. Declan, forget it. Forget the apology, too. I don't mind taking a little humiliation.
Miss Reed, you're really something. You make me sick. That kind of performance, only a fool would buy it.
He labeled Madison pathetic and Declan a fool. My nose stung. So this was what it felt like to have someone in your corner. But if I stayed any longer, I might expose my identity right in front of these two men. Forget it, Chris Smith. Let's go.
Don't tell me you've gone soft on him again?
No, it's not like that. I wanted to explain, but suddenly a group of doctors swarmed in, looking for the Wraith physician.
Where's the Wraith physician? She's my idol! I need to meet her!
Everyone, I'm afraid we won't be seeing the Wraith physician today. Dayna, you hired people to kidnap me. I don't really mind if you don't want to apologize. But the Wraith physician has saved countless lives. You impersonated her and drove her away. Don't you think you owe us an explanation? The doctors were pressuring me to publicly apologize to the Wraith physician online. The director anxiously tried to explain on my behalf. No one listened to the director. No one wanted to hear my side. Right when things got really intense, a woman's voice rang out from the entrance. There's no way Dayna could have offended the Wraith physician. Everyone recognized her. Nell, the Wraith physician's agent. Because she is the Wraith physician. Nell announced to everyone that I was the Wraith physician. The whole room was stunned. What? She's the Wraith physician?
No way. So you performed my sister's surgery? Why didn't you tell me?
My chest tightened. My secret identity as the Wraith physician was my only bargaining chip. I'm not the Wraith physician. I'm her close friend. She asked me to pretend to be her so she could leave. Right, Nell? Yes? Everyone apologized. Madison shrunk back behind Declan. Declan bought my lie, and on top of that, he was angry that I hadn't told him about my connection to the Wraith physician. Kristopher, on the other hand, didn't believe a word of it.
You're lying. But I don't have proof.
Just as I didn't know what to do, Nell took my arm. The Wraith physician appreciates you helping her out today. She asked me to pass along a message. Come on, let's find somewhere quiet to talk. Declan stared at my back.
Dayna, who are you really?
Nell pulled me to the garden behind the hospital. Dayna, does Kristopher have something over your head? No. He and I got married. It's just a deal between two adults.
That still doesn't mean you had to marry him.
He's my best choice. He has money, power, influence. No one in Archmes can match him. I looked back. Kristopher was sitting quietly not far away, waiting for me. His eyes were deep and unreadable. But that peace didn't last long. It was Declan and Madison again.
Miss Mason, could I speak with the Wraith physician alone? I can pay more.
Mr. Fauster, do you know how she selects her clients?
How?
Based on character.
The meaning behind her words hit Declan hard.
You had her contact. Why didn't you give it to me, Dayna?
Even if I told you, would you even believe me? Dayna, Declan just couldn't believe you actually knew someone that important. Shut up. I didn't want to continue the conversation, so I turned to leave. Declan's roar followed behind me.
Then what if I get down on my knees?
I watched Declan kneeling on the ground. I felt nothing. If you want the Wraith physician's help, fine. Agree to 3 conditions.
What conditions?
First, give back the Eneniad project.
The Eneniad project? That's my project! Do you know how much it's worth?
You snatched it from me 3 years ago. Now I'm taking it back. It's just returning what's rightfully mine.
You're insane! I invested billions in that project! Why would I give it to you?
It was the Murray Group's project.
Dayna, don't push me. If you really anger me, you won't be able to stay in Arkmire.
Declan, calm down.
Dayna, we were once husband and wife. Must you be this ruthless?
When you cheated on me? Did you ever remember you were my husband? When you acquired the Murray Group? Did you ever think we were husband and wife? Declan was left speechless by my questions.
I can't give you the Eneniad project. Pick something else.
No negotiation. If you don't agree, forget about the Wraith physician.
You!
I pushed Kristopher's wheelchair and turned to leave.
Dayna! You'll regret this!
Now that we're married, you should come back with me. To meet my family. Take this. It's profiles of everyone in the Hudson family, including internal conflict.
I took the documents and realized the Hudson family looked glamorous on the surface, but was full of conflicts underneath. Are your family hard to get along with?
With me here, you have nothing to fear.
The car headed for the Hudson mansion. A new storm was waiting for me. The car stopped at the Hudson family house. Well, well, look who finally showed up, and who might this is?
It was Kristopher's aunt, Johanna. Her smile was pure pretend.
Whoever you are, since Kristopher brought you home, we're family now.
Hello, I'm Dayna.
What a lovely name. You two are a perfect match.
I could hear the sarcasm in her words, and I felt confused. From upstairs came the strong, commanding voice of Kristopher's grandfather, Charles.
No! I will not approve of this marriage.
Charles stormed down the stairs.
So this is the heiress of the Reed family. The Murray Group is already bankrupt, and she was once Declan Foster's wife.
The Foster Group is your rival. Maybe she is here to destroy you?
Charles had a point. Kristopher, the family's reputation can't be ruined because of her. Besides, a woman who just got divorced before marrying into our family, that would reflect very poorly on us.
My marriage to Declan was a secret. So I'm honestly wondering, where did your information come from? Could it be that someone inside the Hudson family is in contact with Declan?
The Hudsons exchanged uneasy glances. No one answered.
No matter what, I don't approve of this marriage. And as long as I don't, you're not setting foot in this house.
Dayna is my chosen wife. No one can change that. I've already transferred all my assets to her. If you force her out, I'll have nothing left.
You'll be the death of me!
In the end, Charles backed down, and I moved in. You really transferred everything to me? When did that happen?
The day we registered our marriage. Unilateral gifts don't require the recipient's signature.
Aren't you afraid I'll just take everything and vanish?
I placed my trust in you. The moment I agreed to this arrangement.
I was stunned. Declan had never given me this kind of trust. I promise, I will make you walk again. The Hudson house only had one room prepared for us. We had to share the bed. I stayed at the edge of the bed, far from him. Kristopher respected my space and kept his distance. The next morning, after Kristopher had gone downstairs, his grandmother, Alida, came and knocked on my door.
I looked into your background. On paper, you and Kristopher aren't a good match, but I trust his judgment. Whoever he chooses, the Hudson family accepts. This bracelet is passed down to every wife in the Hudson family. Take it.
Alida had accepted me.
But just then, Johanna showed up.
Alida, look at this. Dayna offended the Wraith physician? She's ruined any chance of Kristopher walking again.
Johanna had her phone out, deliberately stirring up trouble. She wanted to use this against me.
It's all over the internet. Dayna impersonated the Wraith physician and drove her away. Kristopher's legs are hopeless now.
Dayna, is this true?
Alida, those articles have no real evidence.
Alida, you don't actually believe her, do you? Maybe the trouble she caused was exactly why she got divorced in the first place.
Just then, Kristopher wheeled himself into the room.
Aunt Johanna, my wife's private matters are none of your concern.
Kristopher, I'm only looking out for you. This woman can't stay.
Aunt Johanna, please leave.
Johanna wouldn't give up. She proposed a test. If you want to be Kristopher's wife, bring the Wraith physician here and fix his legs. If you can't, don't expect me to accept you.
Aunt Johanna,
Dayna is my wife. I don't need your approval.
Dayna, can you do it?
I had already intended to heal Kristopher's legs anyway, so I agreed without hesitation. Alita, don't worry. I can handle it. I quietly logged into the Wraith physician's account and posted a statement. I said I was close friends with Dayna and condemned the online attacks. Those spreading lies would hearing from my lawyers. Public opinion flipped instantly. Those who had attacked me deleted their comments and apologized.
Johanna, do you have anything else to say?
Johanna's face turned pale. She couldn't say a word. She hadn't expected me to turn the table so quickly. I looked at Kristopher. He was staring at me, his eyes deep, as if trying to see right through me.